If you are ready, I'm gonna start this quick presentation. The goal is to make it quick and simple, so you can listen to it as a quick reminder while running a standard sleeper cache, because those sites are not very common, so you can forget how to do it. Okay, so just post the source I use to make this presentation. So, a standard sleeper cache can be found almost everywhere. You will need at least 100 of probe strings to scan it down. And when you arrive on the site, you have to hack the door. And you will warp in this zone. So there is three zones. The number 1, number 2, and number 3. So the money is in the number 1 and number 3. Okay, so first you will arrive here and have some free storage depot that you can loot. Use caution, one of them will trigger an alarm, and you have 1 minute to hack a new can just pop out next to you. If you don't, bad things happen. But if you manage to successfully hack the can, you will have an extra pristine can, which can have a lot of good loot in it. So, before watching the video, in the first zone, you will have a remote defense grid unit. If you hack it, it's gonna remove one sentry gun on the third room and put it in the second room. That you want to do because when you will go to the third room, you will take less damage. So I just warp in the site. As you can see, there is an hyperflux generator. You have to hack it to actually enter the site. It's a pretty tough one, so don't be too quick, take your time, but do it well. If you fail the hack, that's not a problem. You have 1 minute to hack it again before this site goes down. Okay, so now there is a strange rift. It's an acceleration gate.
Warp drive active.
So, here I am in the first room. So I'm gonna take the time to refit my ship, just to add a little more DPS and some basic active armor tank. Okay, so I start hacking the storage depot. In a few minutes, you will see on the left side of the screen the probe scanner. You will see that the site does not appear anymore. So if anybody jump in the system, they have to combat probe you to find you, or maybe if they have already bookmarked the site, but it's not very this happens not very often. So if you watch your D-scan, you can run the site pretty safely, even with some people in locals. So this scan is the one with the alarm. Okay, as you can see, defense alarm unit just pop, so you have to hack it very quick. And when it's done, you have a pristine storage depot, just pop, okay, with some good loot.
Is this a timer? Like, as a timer just started here for you?
Yes, you have 1 minute for the to act the alarm.
Okay.
You can see it on the local channel, but as it's very small for me, you can read you can't read so much things.
And do you just go by your own timing, or do you actually start a timer like on your mobile phone in this case, or you
No,
just
no.
okay, you just do it. Okay.
No, I just do it. 1 minute is really really enough to hack.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no need to properly start a timer.
No. So I just hacked the remote defense grid unit. So you can't see. As you can see, at the beginning of the site, 3 sentry guns were in the third room. Now there is 2, and 1 in the middle. Now I'm hacking the coordinate plotting devices. So they will give me some an item that you can use to warp directly to the third room. You don't have to open the cans. When you finish the hack, the item you need will appear in your cargo.
And you can see the red dot.
Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but up to this point, everything could be done by a Tech 1 exploration frigate, right? It's just purely
Sure.
exploration. You have not taken any damage yet.
No, no. Okay, so I have the 3 coordinate plotting devices. Now, on the right side, there is a remote calibration. So this one on the right is used to go to the third room, and on the left is used to go to the second room. I never go to the second room. There is no point to go there. So to go to the third room, you need to open the right side of the remote calibration, put the 3 devices you have in your cargo, and go to the strange rift.
And you need all 3 of them, right? In the same.
Yeah, that's correct. So this is the things I got from the coordinate plotting devices.
Okay, coordinates.
That's right. It makes sense. Okay, so at this point, be prepared to take some damage. As you will see, I make a funny mistake.
Drive active.
Okay, so at this point, you have remote defense grid unit just next to you. I suggest to orbit it really fast and hack it as soon as you can, because it's gonna remove one of the sentry gun.
Is there any point here to be fit for combat and shoot the sentry guns, or
Yes.
no?
Yes,
So you could technically destroy the sentry gun.
I'm gonna do it for the last sentry gun.
Ah, okay.
Because I have not a lot of DPS with this feat, it's quicker to hack the remote defense unit than
Okay,
attack
so-
her.
Yeah, it's quicker to do the exploration and not the DPS
Yeah.
thing. Oh. And what happens if you fail any of these acts?
That's a good question. Usually, I don't fail hacks because I have Zugma and Black Glass, so I can't really tell you from my experience. But in Eve University, you can find very in-depth knowledge about it. I think they try every possibility in the game. So most of the time you will have a 30-second timer to hack a can before getting hit by more sentries.
Okay.
So at this time I was wondering why I do so less, not so much damage.
The module has run out of charges.
And I just figured out I forgot to group my missiles. So I was shooting with only one missile. Was considering to use a smart bomb.
Those things are
until I
tanky,
find
though.
out. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so at this point, the only thing you need to do is to hack the cans. But, there is a but, some of the cans are not visible yet, and you can't lock them. So what you have to do is all the impenetrable storage depot, you have to approach them at less than 10 kilometers and they will appear as intact storage depot or dentin storage depot that you can hack. I'm gonna show it to you.
Just by getting close to them, or do you
Yeah.
actually have to like go? Okay.
You will see it in 3 kilometers. Right. Now you can hack it. And when you done hack all the cans, the site is finished. So as a conclusion, the sleeper caches are not the most valuable site you can find, but I think they are really a lot of fun to run, especially the superiors one and the limited one. Okay, so thank you for your time and attention, and see you later.